What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Coach Bear back in the kitchen.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
So today we're going to take a trip to the sea. We're going to make some pan-seared salmon and some oven-baked asparagus and red skin potatoes. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and break down the utensils y'all going to need to make this. So all you need is a mixing bowl, a cutting board, a knife, spatula, and tongs. Next, going to the food necessities. Of course, you're going to need some salmon. Now, I already got the salmon soaked in water already. I mixed in some salt, some pepper, some Old Bay, lemon juice, and a cap of vinegar. Now, you got to think about it. A salmon is a fish. They live in water. It's their habitat.
Aha! Aha!
So yeah, it just makes sure the salmon, once it hits the pan, it's all nice and moist and tender. So yeah, just make sure you soak it in a little bit of water, a little salt water, a little vinegar. Probably want to sit it in there for about 10-15 minutes and then take it out and go straight to the pan. I got our asparagus stalks here, already washed off, as well as our washed off red potatoes. All right, so first we're gonna go ahead and start by cutting our potatoes. So the way I like to cut them is to make them cut into chunks. I like to split it right down the middle, vertical, just like this. Then when it's open, cut it again down the middle, like so. Now from here, I go one more time. And then I cut alongside. Just like that, repeat the same process.
Three days later.
All right, once that process is done cutting the potatoes, the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and line up the asparagus evenly, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the ends off and repeat this process.
Cut it just along here like so, and set them aside. Bring on the next ones.
All right, so next I'm gonna take my red skin potatoes again. I'm gonna take some extra virgin olive oil, go ahead and pour it in the bowl. And I'm gonna take some parsley flakes, put it in here as well. Try to cover all the potatoes. Take a little bit of Italian seasoning, repeat that same process. And last but not least, a little bit of salt. All right, from there, just go ahead and shake up the bowl. Just make sure they all the potatoes is getting covered with the olive oil. Now they're all covered up. Just go ahead and set it aside. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with an asparagus. Got a brush right here. Take the extra virgin olive oil, just dip it in here a little bit, and then just go ahead and brush the asparagus. Dip the olive oil in the asparagus so that they're all moistened. Just to make sure they don't dry up when they're in the oven. Then repeat that same process with the salt. Parsley. And last but not least, Italian seasoning. All right, now that that process is done, I'm gonna take the red skin potatoes again, and I'm gonna just go ahead and put them in the pan now. So I like to use aluminum foil on my pan just so nothing gets stuck. So once they're all poured out, set the bowl aside. I'm gonna go ahead and sit the potatoes. You wanna sit them with the skin on the bottom. So the potato side, have it sitting up. Just kind of arrange it around just like so. Same thing with the asparagus. All right, now it's time for the oven. Go ahead and set the potatoes in there. Now the potatoes are gonna cook for 25 minutes. Both are gonna be cooked on 450. The asparagus is gonna be cooked for 12 minutes on 450. All right, we got our salmon cooking in the pan. I got some olive oil in here and some butter coated all over the pan, sitting on medium heat. Cooking it on each side for about 4 minutes until it kind of gets that crispy edge on the top, on the flesh part. So we're just gonna let it cook and we'll be back. All right, so I transitioned and flipped our salmon on to the back part now. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of lemon juice on the top. Just sprinkle it all around, help keep it moist. Yep, almost done. All right, everything's all done. Now time to taste it. I had to give myself a round of applause. Thank you again, YouTube, for watching. If you want to see some more, see me cook some more ideas, please comment in the comment section below. Thank you all. Good night.